Ladies and gentlemen, we meet again towards Parashat Yijal, and I would like to focus on the central component of the parasha, which may be one of the most central components of the whole Torah, which is the Ten Commandments. And in the Ten Commandments, I'd like to focus on one mitzvah, which is Shabbat. Why do you want to focus on that? Because it's different to all the other mitzvot we have in the Ten Commandments. Because 4 out of the first 5 talk about showing gratefulness, showing thankfulness, whether it is Anochi Hashem Elokecha Asher Tzaticha Ba'aretz Mitzrayim, I am going to take you out of the land of Egypt, and therefore we have to be thankful for him, we have to believe in him, whether it is we shouldn't use his name in vain, we shouldn't chant any type of idolatry, and so that is a certain thankfulness. Also, when we get to talk about respecting our parents, and respect them, but this is showing gratefulness, showing thankfulness to our parents, how much they're worth, or and have had effort to bring us up. So that is thankfulness. The 4 talking about thankfulness, and then the last 5 are all talking about how to treat our neighbor's life, our neighbor's wife, our neighbor's property, our neighbor's feelings. And this is all understanding of values that I can understand. What is Shabbos telling me? What is the message of Shabbos? What is the value of Shabbos? Now, at that point, I'd like to do, of course, New Orleans, and share with you 3 angles that I find fascinating. First of all, Shabbos belongs to those mitzvot which are not obvious by themselves, and they're not hokim that we can't understand. Those it's a mitzvah. We learn it, we can understand it. That's why there's such a big Masechet Shabbos, with 156 pages, and then a Masechet Yehudin with another 104 pages. And they can learn about Shabbos. Shabbos is like a gem, beautiful from any angle you look at it. And I want to share with you 3 angles of this fantastic gem called Shabbat. 3 angles, in my eyes, are fascinating, because one of them is philosophical, one of them is psychological, and one of them is Kabbalistic. All these 3 are from 3 great thinkers, 3 great people, 3 great Jewish people who lived in the previous century. We're actually mainly the beginning of the previous century, and I'll start with the philosophy. Philosophy, Adolf Joshua Heschel wrote his book called The Shabbat. Philosophy talks about the world of philosophy, talks a lot about time and space. Everything is either a piece of time or it's a piece of space. And in the world of time and space, especially after the technological revolution, we understand that we spend time to gain space. We go to work, and we spend time to work to buy a car, to buy a house. That means when we look at time and space is more valuable than time. Otherwise, we wouldn't be wasting time to gain space. But what we do is we spend time to gain money, to gain space. But like we buy a building, whether we buy furniture, we buy things in space by spending time. That is our mindset. However, let's look at this different for a moment. We know that as far as our religion is concerned, the most important concept is kedusha, is holiness. So let's look at the creation of the world. What was the first holy thing? Kadosh, that was created. Was it a book? Was it a person? Was it a mountain? Was it a fountain? No. The first time the word kadosh appears is by Hashem with Yovash V'Iva Kadeshoto. The first holy thing we find in Bereshit, after 6 days that Kodesh Baruch Hu created the world, is Shabbat. Shabbat is the source of Kedusha, it's the source of holiness. But what does that mean on a deeper level? It's not a piece of space, it's a piece of time. Time is more holy than space. In fact, that is the main difference between Judaism and idolatry. Idolatry, we fix a statue or a piece of space and worship it. We don't worship a piece of space. We worship a piece of time. We worship Shabbos. Shabbos is the central of our Jewish life, whether it is the family, whether it is the community. Shabbos is the center of our Jewish life. And that's a concept which is very, very deep because space separates us. Everybody's got their own space in this world. That's their own. But we can share time. Once we share time together, that makes us cohesive. It makes us stronger. When we share time, we are stronger people. And that's that was destroyed. The Greeks are all over. Rome are finished. And when Rome is destroyed, the Romans are finished. Jerusalem was destroyed. We kept on living as Jews. Why? Because we had Shabbat. We had the Shabbat we could take with us, and we could always keep Shabbat. Shabbat isn't, the holiness is in time. Nobody can take it away from us. I want to tell you a short story I heard recently. From the mother, Mirav Berger, the mother of Agam Berger, who was, released recently from hostage. She was a hostage in Gaza. And she says how in Gaza, in the tunnels, she did her best to keep Shabbat. They took away her identity, her dignity, and took away everything. But they could not take away Shabbat. The Shabbat came and she understood this is a holy time, and she kept Shabbat even in those terrible tunnels in captivity. Well, Hashem, she's out, and we're very sorry, we're very worried about the captives, but are still there. The point I'm trying to make is power of time overrides space. Because time is stronger than space. Space, everything has got a beginning and an end. The chair has got a beginning and the chair has got an end. But the human being's body, so but time it doesn't have a beginning or an end. It is elusive. It is infinite. And therefore, God gave us Kedusha, which is infinite Kedusha, which is Shabbos. And therefore, keeping Shabbos, we're plugging into something which is infinite. It's a different mindset. We spend space to have time. We spend a lot of money there. And as clothing on Shabbat, and as food on Shabbat, we spend space. Lots of people, 6 days a week. 6 days you spend space in order to get you spend time. Go to work and you spend time to gain space. I think I'm sure it's not opposite. You spend time, and you spend money and you spend space in order to gain time. So you have a beautiful house at work and before but the buy whatever the food, the clothing, whatever it takes. So it's actually the first part of our make is philosophical. It is from Abram Joshua Heschel that it's a different way of looking at life. Shabbat is a way of looking at life, which is so powerful it can be taught anywhere in the world, even the tunnels in Gaza. Well, number 2 is psychological. Well, psychological was by a man called Oleg Sloan. Oleg Sloan wrote a book called The Forgotten Language. In this book called The Forgotten Language, he talks about, as a psychologist, he talks about communication, or a special type of communication. Communication of the conscious with the subconscious. We have subconscious, and we communicate from the subconscious and to the subconscious. And a lot of that has got to do with symbolically. That means, for instance, we dream in the language of our symbolic language. You can think of your dreams you've ever had. Try to think of words you've ever held in a dream. Very rare. Very rare. People remember words from a dream. Why? Because you don't remember words. It's not in that verbal language. It is in the language of symbols. For instance, if you are dreaming of being alone on a desert or a little island in the middle of the waters, you're dreaming of loneliness. There are pictures that give you the message. It's not words that give you the message. And that it talks about body language. Many times in body language, we give over messages from our subconscious. And people meet each other and they say hi with their hand. It means here, I haven't got a weapon in my hand. I'm coming in peace. Well, come and shake your hand. I'm showing you I've come in peace. Well, previous days, men used to say, hello, and take off their head. Focus and call and then distant body language. So if we take this body language and say this very deep, this belongs to our conscious and our subconscious, the body language. So let's now, he says, look, he gives this in chapter 7, he gives a whole analogy of Shabbat. Let's look at the ritual of Shabbat. And says, look, What does it mean in body language that I'm sitting on the grass and I'm plucking one blade of grass? What does it mean? What is the symbolic language? Symbolic language is, listen to me, I am at war with the world. And I'm picking out that one big blade of grass. Now I am winning this battle. I'm overcoming the world. I'm stronger than the world. I'm in war with the world. I'm overcoming it. What does it mean? That puts some raw potatoes on. Okay. The potatoes are hard, and that's nature, but I'm cooking them and I'm changing nature. And that means, he says, there are actually 39 things that we mustn't do on Shabbos. All these 39 are changing the nature. We are not at war with the world on Shabbat. We mustn't be at war with the world by our actions. We must not make actions that send the message that we are at war with nature. Therefore we say Shabbat, Shalom. We are at peace with the world. That is a psychological insight of Eritrea about the whole concept of Mitzvah Shabbos. Well, actually, we take a story and tell the world, 60 days a week, we're at war with the world. We cook out potatoes and we cook the grass and we do whatever we have to build and to put on fire, put out fire, things, just do whatever it might be. Shabbos, peace with the world. Okay. It's ideal is an ideal for celebration, which is a Kabbalistic. It says in the heart. I find it fascinating. So this is very deep, and I'm going to try and say it just in a few minutes. Kabbalistic, in Kabbalah, one of the issues that they deal in great depth is how is God, who is infinite? How can he create a world which is finite? Our world is finite. Every tree has got a beginning and an end, and every person has got a beginning and an end. And anything in our world is finite. But he's infinite. So how can God, who is infinite, create a finite world? That is the conceptual question. And to answer that question in Kabbalah, in Jewish mysticism, they created a concept called Tzimtzum. Tzimtzum means HaKadosh Baruch Hu narrowed himself. HaKadosh Baruch Hu held himself back. HaKadosh Baruch Hu held back his infinity in order to create something finite. And that is called Tzimtzum. That's the first one. Second point is that we human beings are known as Tzelem Elokim. The translation of English is not very good. It's in the image of God. But in Hebrew, Tzelem, according to Harvey one great Kabbalist in Spada 500 years ago, Tzelem is from the word Tzel. Tzel means to mirror image. That means not the eloquence and not what she does, and not the kangaroos can imitate God. We keep the Torah, we can imitate God, and then we are in the image of God. We have the possibility of being B'Tselem Elokim, imitating God. But B'Tzel means reflecting. It means a shadowing. But it's talking about shadows so long. Right? I think my right hand, when I make a shadow, the shadow looks like my left hand, which means it's exactly the same, just opposite. So what does Rav Soloveitchik say? He says, how do we keep Shabbos? As a Tzelem Elokim, also like people who mirror image. HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Tzel. How do we do that? What did HaKadosh Baruch Hu do? 6 days he held himself back. His infinity he held back. And then on Shabbos he creates something infinite. What do? We do exactly the same, just the opposite. 6 days we do whatever we can. We build and we make the fire, we use electricity, we do everything we can to conquer the world, to establish our presence in the world. Shabbos, we do tzimtzum. We hold ourselves back. By keeping Shabbos, we are holding ourselves back like HaKadosh Baruch Hu held himself back for 6 days. And then let those Shabbos by enough. So we do exactly the same, just the opposite. We actually work for 6 days, and that shall come from Shabbos. To keep Shabbos, we hold back. And these are the 3 beautiful ideas I'd like to share with you. But beauty of Mitzvah Shabbos. What is the philosophical angle of Abram Joshua Heschel shows how time overrides space, and as the key between existence, we are people that sanctify time more than sanctifying space. The second message is the message of Eric Fromm, that in our body language, in what we do in our symbolic language, by refraining from plucking one blade of grass, or by boiling one potato, we are refraining from that. We are showing the world we are at peace with the world. It's Shabbat Shalom. It's showing them we are at peace with the world. We're not part of 6 days, we're parting the world. We're culturing the world. 1 day a week, we're not partying. Just living the way it is. Then the third idea was the Kabbalistic idea. Is the idea that actually we have to live out to being excellent of him, to be created in the image of God, and like he held himself back in order to create the world for 6 days. I mean, that bill for Shabbos, we have to do exactly the same, just the opposite. And we have to be as creative as we can be for 6 days. At the Shabbos, we hold back, and that is what keeping Shabbos in burnout. Wish you all Shabbat Shalom, meaningful Shabbat. We can talk about next week.